Good morning. Welcome to day 32, Monday, May 11th, 2026. It's about 5:30, going to get packing up. Today's issue, like many days issue on this trail, will be water. So it looks like about 2.5 miles from here, I'll hit a trailhead where there's a water cache. And then from where I'm camped, looks like there's a very dry stretch till about 19 miles from here. There's a little dirt road, and there may be a cow pond down that dirt road where maybe there's water, or 25 miles from where I'm at, there's a trailhead and a water cache. So it's going to be pretty dry. 25 miles does not sound like a day that I'm going to do. So I have to figure something out. I'll probably get some water at the water cache 2.5 miles from here and just carry it all day and just conserve water. I'll do a freeze-dried meal tonight where I only need to use a little bit of water, one of the peak refuels. And yeah, it'll be a day of managing water. Nothing new there. So it was a little chillier. I didn't put the rain fly on again. Had a great view of the stars and like a crescent moon, I guess you call it, shining brightly. Had some coyotes serenading off and on. Yeah, I think it's gonna get like warmer the next couple of days. So getting an early start and getting in the miles sounds good. So we'll see you on the trail. It is definitely a love-hate relationship with the sun. In the morning, when it's in the 30s, you can't wait for the sun to come over and start warming you up. But by about 2, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, you wish that sun would just go away. But I want it now. Come on, sun. Warm me up. 7 o'clock. We've been going for about an hour. We've arrived at a dirt road and a trailhead. Let's check it out. It's gonna delayer as well now that we've warmed up a bit. Well, let's not get our hopes up. We know a cooler doesn't always mean anything. Very cool. All right, quick break here and we'll keep on going. It's around 10:30. I am in the Chain of Craters Wilderness Study Area at about 8,000 feet. So that water cache I showed you was about 4.5 miles ago. And I grabbed one of these in the cooler and I'm gonna have it now and it's gonna be great. I'll have some jerky and some honey roasted peanuts and then keep on marching. There is a little shade, a little relief now and then, which is nice. Um, but yeah, just been doing like a steady gradual climbing. I don't think we're going to get much higher, but I really haven't looked. So I have about 9 miles from here to get to a possible water source and pretty much a 20-mile day. If I were to go a bit further, there would be like a guaranteed water cache, but we'll figure all that out once it gets later in the day. Look at this guy. Ooh, he's a big one. Not a rattler though. It is noon. It's hard to believe I've been hiking 6 hours. So I've been carrying all that water for about 5 hours, but it's time for some Propel. This is when it makes carrying that water really worth it. It's 1:30. I've got about a little over 4 miles to a potential water source and camping area. But I'm trying to ration my water I have. It's because there's no recent updates about this source for this year. Just in case it's not there, I want to have enough to get me through the night and tomorrow until I get some more water in the morning. It's about 2:30. I have another 2 miles to get to a dirt road where there may be water like a quarter mile down the road. So that's where I'm headed. Taking another break and making another ½ liter of Gatorade here for the home stretch, just for a little energy boost. The sun is feeling really hot right now, and there are some shady sections, but I have been going through a lot of open exposed areas as well. So that's the latest. Will we have water? We'll know in a few hours, or in an hour maybe. All right, this is our third fence crossing of the day where there's no gate, and you just kind of have to use the rocks and don't rip your pants. So it's about 3:30. I have found like a shady spot here. I'm gonna set up camp and then take a stroll down and see if there's any water at this pond about a quarter mile away. But I didn't want to take the whole pack there, and I was gonna camp here anyway. So I'll get camp set up and then go check it out. Well, this is the big pond of water that is dried up. Just looking around to make sure there's not a little something here, but glad I brought all the water I did because this is a bust. Quick recap. Camped at 7,600 feet. Did a little over 19 miles. That's great. Looks like the water situation tomorrow is going to be much better. There's going to be some water caches, and there's also a National Park Service information center that even if they're closed, their water spigot should be turned on. So that's very good news. I am about 50 miles from Grants, New Mexico, my next town stop. So today is Monday. So it looks like I'll be getting into town Thursday afternoon. So that's great. I got put packages at the post office there, so I can pick them up on Friday or Thursday, depending on what time I get into town. Yeah, I'm just having a second round of tailwind, and I'm just going to keep hydrating. And when I leave in the morning, I will have a couple liters of my hydration bladder to get me to wherever the first water cache or source is, and I can top off and then go from there. So wait for that sun to get a little lower. I got mostly shade but the sun's poking through here and there. See you tomorrow.